Fraternal orders, they're taking the insurance industry by storm. What are they and how can they provide value in today's economy for you? He is the president of GCU. GCU is a fraternal order that I'm very proud to represent, and I've gotten to spend a lot of time with George, and I invited him on so he could share with us and our viewers really more about GCU and fraternals in general and what they really are offering in the marketplace right now. So George, thanks so much for spending time with us this morning. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure, Daniel. It's a pleasure to be here and speak to you about GCU and our history and our products and so on. So thank you for the invite.
Yeah, it really impressive. We were just talking before this about how impressive it was to me and my family business that you would come out and spend time with us and get to know us, and you really travel the country and really try to get to know a lot of your members and in your agents and people that are working with GCU. So that was really impressive how much interest you take in the people that are representing GCU. So just tell me, who is GCU?
Well, Dan, we're Fraternal Benefit Society, as you mentioned. A lot of fraternals, of which there's probably over 50 that are active within our trade association, which is the American Fraternal Alliance. And GCU was started on February 14th, which we just celebrated our anniversary last week. Happens to be, Valentine's Day, spreading the love. Whether that was a portion or part of why they held it on February 14th back in 1892 in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Pennsylvania, at our St. Mary Byzantine Catholic church. The purpose of that was bringing brotherhoods, which were brotherhoods that came over from our ancestry homelands of Eastern Europe, which is Eastern Slovakia and Western Ukraine, where they wanted to have one organization because they were spread throughout many of the states where the immigrants settled in, working in the various coal mines and mill towns of northeastern Pennsylvania, and then it spread out to western PA with the mills and steel mills out here in western PA in the Pittsburgh area. So the 14 brotherhoods, along with the clergymen from the Byzantine Catholic Church, came together and wanted to have one umbrella where they would basically have an organization that they would be servicing in terms of first was insurance needs. So it was insurance policies that were issued to the coal miners. And this was a very dangerous profession where a lot of commercial carriers would not cover that type of profession. So that was really one of the purposes of the GCU, was to provide death benefits to the unfortunate accidents that happened in the coal mines, back then. So it started off, as an insurance company, as I mentioned, February 14th of 1892. And here we are. We just celebrated, our 133rd year last week, and we'll be celebrating it all through 2023 as well. So very proud of our history. We started with life insurance, as I mentioned, and we brought on our annuity product back in 1977. So that has been the major portion of our growth in assets, has been the annuity. And just recently that you've been a part of, you and your team and your distribution, is our fixed indexed annuity, which, we're very happy with the volume so far in dealing with our partners that are marketing the FIA to the various IMOs, FMOs, throughout the country in the various states that we're licensed in. So a little bit of, elevator speech as far as who we are as Fraternal Benefit Society. But we are a tax exempt organization. So we get our gross profits and we put back to the communities of where our members reside in. We have various matching funds programs. We have a scholarship program, numerous other, programs for our youth and adults, photo contests and art contests, and we try to get our members engaged in the communities in giving back to the community. Because as I stated, we've been in existence for 133 years now, and that's been our DNA from day one. And that's still our mission of protecting families through the products we offer, promoting faith and fellowship, through the various lodges and districts. And we've been virtually reorganizing that aspect of our organization as far as the fraternal aspects. And again, strengthening the communities and giving back to the communities and helping all the various food banks, communities that have various causes to virtually, give back of what God has provided to us as far as our strength in numbers over the years.
That's so incredible, George. I got to be honest. I'm so proud to represent GCU, and it's interesting. And there's two things I want to say to that. So I've noticed kind of a trend, maybe in the insurance industry. You have these big insurance conglomerates that like buy a bunch of insurance companies, and maybe they buy one that's been around for a long time, and now all of a sudden they've been around for a long time. And I've never really cared for that much, but it's cool to see that you guys have been having this long anniversary since you've legitimately been around since 1892. I mean, that's
sure.
unbelievably woven through American history, and how you guys were started to serve coal miners when no one else would, and to take care of your members. It's really cool. And the other thing I'll say too, that is I love the integrity of GCU, because I do get a chance to talk to a lot of, once in a while I get to talk to executives. This is special for me, but you don't really hear an executive spend so much time talking about their focus on outreach to the community and charitable intentions and how they're serving and what God's done for their organization and their members. It's really, really special. So I'm excited to go deeper into this. So are you guys a nonprofit?
We are a tax exempt, fraternal benefit society, and we go by the fraternal codes of particularly being domiciled in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. There's fraternal code in each of the states, and we abide and are governed by that fraternal code and the various other regulations as far as financial reporting and so on. But there are specific, regulations for fraternal benefit societies in each of the states that, basically have fraternal benefit societies domiciled in their states, which we basically abide by, as I stated.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm an independent agent. We've talked about that. I represent a lot of companies. And so, GCU is my first fraternal that I brought on. And it took me a while to work with you guys, and I'm excited to be working with you now. And I think there's a lot of movement right now in our industry towards fraternal orders. Why do you think that is? Why are more and more agents now looking to start to bring on fraternal orders, and specifically GCU?
Well, specifically GCU, I believe our faith-based organization, being of a Christian value, resonates with a lot of our distribution.
Yeah.
The giving back in our mission statement, which I mentioned, it resonates with them. We're about Main Street. We're not Wall Street. We don't have stockholders. The ability to not have to pay dividends to stockholders. We take what the dividends would have been and give back to the communities and strengthen our balance sheet in terms of growing our surplus. And our solvency ratio has been very strong. Our risk-based capital ratio has been very strong, and we believe we have one of the strongest balance sheets, within the industry, even going up against some of the larger, commercial carriers. So I think our mission resonates with our distribution. We don't have a captive force, as you mentioned. We rely on organizations such as yourself. So we have to have very competitive products in the marketplace. We have to have excellent, customer service. The board of directors has authorized a substantial amount of investment into our IT department and upgrading our portals for our agents, portals for our members. So it's easy to do business with GCU, but you'll always call in GCU. You'll never get a recording, and you will always get a person answering the phone and directing you to the proper department to service your needs, whether you're an agent or whether you're a member. So I believe that's still important. It might be old school in today's technology, but you can't beat that personal touch when someone calls in the home office and making sure that they're taken care of.
It's true. I have clients tell me all the time, because rates are going up, so they're always shopping rates for CDs. And, a lot of them will tell me, hey, I can get this high rate with a CD, but it's an online bank. I can never talk to anybody. I'd rather have a relationship where if I need something, I can call and get somebody who actually cares that's going to talk to me. So I think that's important. What does it mean to be a member of GCU? Like you touched on it earlier, but what are some of the benefits that your members have?
Well, in terms of the benefits, obviously, being associated with Fraternal Benefit Society, the giving back to your communities. And we're actually embarking on a new fraternal program called the Fraternal Metamorphosis Fraternal Program, where we're going to be virtually doing a study of where all of our members reside in all the states, and really seeing what the various communities are doing that our members could relate to. Our former setup was that a lot of our lodges were based in Byzantine Catholic parishes, but we'll continue to support our history of, as I mentioned, we first had the meeting at the St. Mary's Byzantine Catholic Church in Wilkes-Barre in 1892. We will continue to foster our roots and continue to support our Byzantine Catholic parishes and our staunch GCU members that have been affiliated with lodges within our various parishes. But we're reaching out to other faiths. We're reaching out to be more of a community-based organization where our constellation coordinators will be going into the community and getting back to the home office of the various activities that we could support, whether it's a volunteer basis or whether it's an outright financial support of a need within their community. So I think that separates us a little bit in terms of our members being more involved than maybe just a corporation giving a financial distribution to an organization. We want to be involved. We want to have our members come together in form of a social activity, a volunteer activity, or a fundraising activity for the betterment of their communities.
So if somebody purchases an annuity or life insurance policy, are they a member?
Yes, they are. They're considered a benefit member of the GCU, that they obviously have the benefits of the product. Other benefits, as I mentioned, you have scholarships, for the youth. We have the Coverdale, annuity that our annuities qualify for to get more of our younger members involved in the organization.
Wow.
The photo contest, we have the art contests. We get involved in the perk spot, which is another benefit. Our members could get a lot of discounts in terms of a lot of different products in the marketplace that they're shopping for. Just basically being a social organization. And again, it's important that we get together on a community basis, that our new fraternal metamorphosis program, we believe, is going to get more members involved in terms of what we do as a fraternal benefit society, above and beyond what products we offer in the marketplace, both on the life side and the annuity side as well.
Yeah, that's incredible. Two more questions I have for you, George. Can you tell us a little bit about Seven Oaks Country Club? And in researching and preparing for this day, I really saw a lot that you guys were highlighting on Seven Oaks. I'd like to know more about that,
Sure.
that
Right.
asset of GCU's.
Right. Sure. Seven Oaks Country Club is an investment of GCU. It's a private golf club. We have swimming, golf, and tennis. We've actually done a substantial improvements and renovations to the facility in terms of the clubhouse and the golf course, and we're embarking on constructing a new pool and racket complex. So that's a benefit of our members. Unfortunately, it benefits more of our local members here in the tri-state area, being, West Virginia, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. But we do get a lot of our members traveling and coming to Seven Oaks just to enjoy the facility. It's more of a rural atmosphere, here in Western PA, mountainous, and it's absolutely a gorgeous property. So we host a lot of different events in terms of weddings, social activities. A lot of the organizations in Beaver County, support Seven Oaks and host a lot of different events. We have a lot of high schools having their various athletic year-end banquets at the facility. And again, we talk about fraternal. A club is a fraternal facility as well, getting people together and just having a good time, talking about families, talking about their golf game, talking about just life in general. So it's a very important asset of GCU through our GCU holding company.
That's wonderful. And my final question for you, George, is you did talk about the origin of GCU, what you guys got started in helping people with these life insurance policies for coal miners. What do you say GCU specializes in today?
Well, again, we're always trying to be competitive in the marketplace. As I mentioned in my earlier comments, we brought on the fixed index annuity. So very cognizant of being financially strong to support the fraternal side of our business. So, obviously meeting the needs of a life insurance and you just never know, what's going to happen down the future. As they say, live for the moment, and providing any investment needs in terms of the future of our members for your retirement purposes, having the annuity, which is a retirement type of instrument that is important as well. So product, financial, social, fraternal. So we all bundle it into one organization, being a fraternal benefit society.
Well, I love working with GCU. I love getting to work with you. I'm grateful to everything you guys are doing for the community and my clients as members now and me. And so I just want to say thanks for making so much time for us and coming on today, George. It was just a pleasure to host you. Thanks again. All right, if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and become a subscriber of the channel. We're coming out with all kinds of great content, bringing new and innovative ideas and professionals to the channel all the time. Please like this video and take a minute, leave a comment. If you have any questions or want to learn more about what GCU offers, please comment down below and we'll make sure we respond to all of those. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next video.